Hello, gamers. I just smashed my head into the microphone as I went to unmute it. Alright, I've posted all the socials. The music's probably extraordinarily loud. Let me turn it down a little. Ooh, and I sneezed some sniffly. Thank you for the daily tax milk. And Zan, hello, welcome in. Today is the rare Saturday stream, the Final Fantasy Friday makeup day. Yesterday I had basically like a headache that would not go away under any circumstances. I kept taking medicine. I had drinks that had caffeine in it. I had chocolate, which is supposed to help with headaches. Nothing worked. So I kind of just suffered all day. Also, hello, Pixie, thank you for the daily tax. Also, I was supposed to have therapy and they canceled on me 5 minutes after it was supposed to start. Which is crazy. Did you try to help the headache with hydrate? I did! Thank you for the hydrate. I hydrated so much yesterday. In fact, what I've been trying to do is stop drinking so much caffeine. So I've not had as much coffee as usual. When I usually do. Did you also eat enough? I think so. What did I eat yesterday? I had... Hey, Will, how's it going? Happy Saturday, everyone. Well, I was actually thinking a little bit, because you were playing... This is going to be such a random tangent, by the way. So I apologize. Because I think a few months ago you were saying how you were playing Halo with the boys. And I just suddenly got a huge urge to play all through Halo 1 to Reach on Legendary. Like, I really wanted to, and I was, like, debating with myself, like, would that be fun stream, or would that be fucking dumb? I haven't come to an answer yet. Rain in the next few hours is possible. Alright, remind me in a couple hours to check my window fan, which is right above my computer, so it doesn't get flooded with water. Silence wasn't talking, thank you. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're gonna do a little Final Fantasy 1 today. We're literally halfway through the game. So if anyone is here who hates Final Fantasy 1, it's almost over. Is that a good place for the text? Is it readable? Yeah, it's probably fine for now. Actually, you know what? We should bring it over here because that's where the black of the screen is. There we go. Alright, let's play some Final Fantasy. There we go. So, last time we got the Fire Crystal. Let me get out my handy-dandy Nintendo Power Guidebook. I can't believe we played Picross for 2 hours last time. Alright, we gotta head back to the town. And then we have to go to the Cavern of Ice, which is to the north. We might have to take the boat there. Yep, we do. It was a comfy stream? It was. I actually played a little bit of my own. The really easy levels, I actually played a little bit by myself yesterday. What's our HP looking like? We're fine. Hey, Kanu, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the daily tags. I forgot that the crocodiles do 1,000,000 damage because we don't have armor. Good news, your favorite Halo campaign might be a fun stream, but they're really repetitive. I have like a lot of memory of playing the old like disc for Halo Combat Evolved. And there was a part, and it's right before you encounter the Flood, when you're in that building, and it's kind of maze-like. And like when I was a kid, I just couldn't do it. It was so confusing, I couldn't get through it. Because I would just get so lost. So I've actually never beaten Halo 1. And I never owned Halo 2 until now because I didn't have an original Xbox. Please don't kill him. I never had an original Xbox. So I only ever played Halo 2 when I'd go over to my friend's house because he had an Xbox, so we'd do co-op. And I remember coming home because I'd rub it in my dad's face because Halo 2 didn't come to PC right away because it was on like Games for Windows Live or something. And I'd be like, yeah, we were playing Halo 2 because I knew he wanted to play it. I don't know. That just reminded me of that. It was stupid. Are the crystals in this game kind of like the crystals in 14's MSQ? Sort of. 14 is kind of a Final Fantasy series theme park, so everything in that game is kind of thematically derivative of the games in the series that came before it. Like, clearly the Warriors of Light from this game are the inspiration for the Warrior of Light in Final Fantasy XIV. I also really want to play Dishonored. Ooh. Could the cell move a little more to the right? I'm sorry. You're not really missing out anything over there. Just my MP. I've been playing so much Dragon Quest XI lately that this is just like very strange to me. But we got a whole smorgasbord of monsters here. I'm just assuming, maybe fire could help. Fire might be fine. Those crocodiles hurt so bad, though. So what are you guys doing this weekend? How's everyone been? We having fun? Doing anything fun over the weekend? How do you open the map again? I don't remember. Not working is fun? We hate working. Playing Killing Floor 3 on PlayStation, it's meh. I remember Killing Floor 2 is pretty fun. Did they fuck it up? Playing more Fortinos, coming craft is level 50, let's go. I can't even cast fire, I don't have enough MP. It's not ready to be released. You know what game was like that I was just talking about with a couple friends earlier today is Payday 3. I played so much Payday 2. Like a lot. And then Payday 3 came out and I never even bought it because the reviews were immediately just so bad. I've kind of been itching to get into a shooter game, though, you know? The last one I played, like, in sincerity, that, like, I really enjoyed was, doing my 100% playthrough of Cyberpunk. Which, by the way, if you've not played Cyberpunk yet, and that's the kind of game that you like, I would definitely recommend playing it now. That it's completed and like patched to work, because I played that game on release and it didn't work. Right, we can't use armor. We're mages, we don't use armor. We just pray. Mages are too cool for protection. That's why they call them wizards, right? No, those are incels, never mind. They don't need protection for a completely different reason. I believe we can't even buy any magic here because it's... Oh, we can! Oh, I just didn't have money last time. No one can buy this? I get... Oh, only wizards. Only the wizards can buy this specific spell. Wizard only. I don't think I want death. I don't know if death is good. We'll just buy Thundaga and Quake for now. That was all of our money, which is fine, because we needed to buy new spells. Alright, so we have to go to the Ice Caves, which is now to the north. I just need to see, do we have a fire spell sword? Hell no. So using the Ice Brand is probably bad, but it's the best weapon we have. Well, that's how it is. I was playing a lot of Dragon Quest XI yesterday. Like trying to fight through the headache and just like not waste my Friday. That game is very good. If you're looking for an RPG, Dragon Quest XI, certified coffee bean seal of approval. okay. Immediate encounter rate. Don't you love the encounter rates of old JRPGs? Every step you take. Need to get to my ship. The only old JRPG I played was Pokemon, and they gave repels to deal with random encounters. Kind of ingenious when you think about it. Don't you love when old games have like mechanics that people today still don't use? Like Earthbound has that mechanic where if you hit an enemy from behind and you're overleveled, you just win the battle. How many games today even follow that advice? I was almost scared my boat wasn't here. It's a troll. The scrolling health is also a great way to let you recover if you're fast enough. Another thing no one has ever used. And I promise you, no more Earthbounds are coming out. So you don't have to worry about pad. Nintendo does not care about Earthbound. Alright, we gotta get to the ice cavern. How do I know that? I have a guidebook next to me. I remember a friend in middle school got really mad because he was playing through this game, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna be real with you, I think if you don't have a guidebook, this game is really hard. And he was offended by it, like I was telling him he wasn't a good enough gamer. And I was like, I don't need a guidebook. I'm like, okay. I'm not saying it because you suck, I'm saying it because it's an old fucking game. You know? Just she wait till 2077 when the Mother collection comes, including the English translation of Mother 3? I will believe it when I see it. Reggie won't let it happen. He doesn't have to work at Nintendo to stop them from doing it. I would prefer not to be ambushed by the crocodiles. I'm gonna quake. And you can't stop me. Okay. Quake might suck. I'm starting to think. Oh, come on. Yeah, not Elaine. Everyone heals immediately after they die. Syl is now the tank. The black mage tank. Can we cast life? Do we know that? We do. You know what's fucked up? Sorry, I'm talking about Dragon Quest again. The life spell in Dragon Quest is not a guaranteed chance to revive you. Isn't that crazy? Sometimes you'll cast it and it'll just say, didn't work. Wasted your turn. It's okay to use all this MP because we're going to use a tent right before we go into the cave anyway. Which is why I bought so many. Holy... No, we have preemptive strike. We should be fine. Look at that. That's the power of the Black Mage. Hey, Galaxy, how's it going? Happy Saturday. What are you guys doing here instead of going out on Saturday doing fun things? That's why I don't stream on weekends, because I just imagine everyone is way cooler than me and they go out and see people. Your streamer's kind of a loser. I'm sorry to say. I spend my weekends at home. Weekdays after school is when I see friends. That's fair. I think I'm kind of the same way. I don't love spending my weekends doing stuff unless it's like rare. Like if I get invited to go somewhere on the weekend, I have to really be like, yeah, that sounds fun, or like, I don't know. But I also don't want to do anything after work on weekdays, so I actually don't do anything. Okay. We got some zombies. Good thing we learned stone, because I'm scared. Bye, Raga. Do we have... Yes, we do. And we'll just throw out a heal just in case. So this week I'm thinking... I might start a new game on Monday. I'm thinking we might do Bayonetta or Dishonored 1. Those are two games I've been really wanting to play recently. Both are awesome choices. So the only time I've ever played Dishonored was I played it super non-lethally because the game kind of yells at you repeatedly if you try to do anything fun. So it will be a super lethal evil playthrough where I kill a lot of people because I want to have fun and not worry about being non-lethal. And also I think it's probably... lends itself a little better to stream because it will be less save scumming and more like, well, we got into trouble, I guess we have no choice. Bayonetta I have to find. I think I have it on Switch. Is Dishonored like MGS and how it doesn't want you to kill? The ending of Dishonored changes depending on your lethality level. The more people you kill, and the more choices you make that involve the death of people, changes the game world for the negative. But the problem in Dishonored 1, though, opposed to like Metal Gear, which has a lot of options for you to like play in whatever way you want, is Dishonored 1 gives you a whole ton of tools that are really cool, but most of them are lethal. So if you're playing the game non-lethally, you don't really get to interface with a lot of the game mechanics, which is something they changed for Dishonored 2, but I haven't played the first one in a long time, so I'm kind of interested in giving it another go. I don't know why. This is all the games I've just been wanting to play recently. I really want to play. Okay. I really want to play Metal Gear Solid 5 again. Since I've been playing like so much Death Stranding, I'm like, you know what? I really want to play MGS5. So, Still's gonna die again, unfortunately, which is silly, but whatever. I should probably just pop off a life now. I just want to play so many games. But I have so many already installed that take up so much space. A Death Stranding stream? Maybe. I think that would be very boring. for you. This is the worst battle I've ever done. Finish It Takes Two with me? That will not be happening on stream. We watched Picross for 2 hours, that's true. Whatever, I don't care. Just kill him. I hated that battle. Not again. Ooh, it's hot in here. It is hot today. I'm happy we're not streaming tomorrow because it's going to be really hot tomorrow. They don't even give a lot of experience. Okay, bye. What the hell am I? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. Why are the ghosts so fast? Since when are ghosts fast creatures? Death moves quickly. So true. Pixie, what I want to do, and I've been waiting for a sale, is I think if we did a co-op stream where we did the seamless co-op mod for Dark Souls, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Co-op Dark Souls with crowd control? What's crowd control? Where the hell am I? Oh yeah. It's not crowd control specifically. It's the way the mod for the randomizer works in Dark Souls 1 is You can only randomize the items in the game once for a playthrough, so you don't fuck it up. But you can randomize the monsters as much as you want. So what I did last time is I put in a channel point redeem that could be redeemed every 5 to 10 minutes, so that one of you could force me to randomize the monsters in the run if it was too easy or if you were feeling generous because I was stuck on a boss. For the co-op playthrough, I don't think it would do that because it would just be playing the game normally. Oh, yeah, it would probably play the game. Oh. That's a dragon. It wasn't that scary. Can anyone equip this? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What a waste. Oh, we have to fight the dragon. 2! Is Blue Mage in Final Fantasy 1? No, I believe the first Blue Mage was in Final Fantasy 5, but don't quote me on that. The first one was either in 3 or 5. Where it was busted. Blue Mage in Final Fantasy V is extremely busted. On free trial for 14, do you have access to the Blue Mage class? I don't remember. I think Blue Mage is a lot of fun. Pixie does not agree with me. This is a money room. Whoa, what's happening on the bottom? That was fucking weird. That was the original console just doing something weird. What don't you agree with? You don't think Blue Mage in 14 is fun. Meanwhile, I did all of the Masked Carnival stages and suffered. For those sweet achievements. Ambushed by the Mind Flayers. Yeah, they don't do a whole lot. They should let black mages in 14 use knives. Let them stab people. Alright, where the hell are we? Black mages can use shields. They removed that pretty much exclusively after A Realm Reborn. Black mages are pretty much only use stabs. Hi, Mobo. I know you didn't say hi to me yet, but it's okay. Happy Friday, Thursday, Saturday. Yeah, they removed the whole shield thing from Conjurers and Thaumaturges after A Realm Reborn. They just don't use them anymore. Just climb the Moonfire Mast. Is it actually new, or did I lie to you guys on Discord? I just saw screenshots online, so that's why I figured it was new. It is new. Excellent. Is it worse than the one before? It looks nothing like the old one. The old one was horrible. The old one was terrible. Just as hard. Gulp. Last year's was easy. Why did you say that? It's the only year that I completed it. You're supposed to say, hey, streamer, last year's was the hardest one. You really are a gamer. Some people were shouting in chat, though, that a blue mage could explode under the tower, then heal at the top, could rev you and bring you to the top. Yeah, that's what some people do because they're cheaters. I climbed by my own merit. No blue mage shenanigans. Because it's not like it's hidden. People can see you reviving. Something is weird with my game. It's just a byproduct of the original console, don't worry. That's a evil eye. Your autocorrect dispelled love, so true. Final Fantasy XIV is my favorite parkour game. Yeah, it's kind of like Mirror's Edge in that way, isn't it? When you get to Stormblood, Zan, and you have to climb Kugane Tower, you come back here and you let us know how you feel about that. Not only do you climb Kugane Tower, but then you do the leap of faith to get the point of the sightseeing point of interest afterwards. I love Kugane Tower. Oh yeah, then speedrun it. I dare you. I have. Oh, good job. Oh, that was fun. Alright, so how do I get these chests without falling through the cracks? I don't think I do. I think I just fall. Oh my fucking god. I've coached my sprouts and friends up it. I don't want to use any ethers. I don't have a lot. You know what we're gonna do? I have an idea. Yeah, just go for the black mage. No, I bet Mubwood could get you up to the top of the tower. I've climbed it several times at this point, so I don't find it super hard. I know where all the bad parts are. Wait, didn't I just learn a spell that lets me leave? No, I swear to God I did, right? Don't tell me I didn't learn it. Kiraga, Hilara, Oh no, no, no. Say it ain't so. Does Final Fantasy 14 make you do parkour? Not to do the story. One dungeon is a tightrope? What dungeon? Oh, are you talking about the Shadowbringers dungeon? Where you get to the other side as the healer and then you rescue the person on the team you hate the most. I've never done that before, though. That would be rude. I don't get why they'd make you do parkour outside of novelty stuff like the event ship. They don't. It's just the one dungeon because it's a really funny little mechanic that if you fail, it's kind of silly. There's much worse shit in that game. Well, unfortunately, the red mage who does damage is paralyzed. And now the rest of the party will get paralyzed. Thank you. What worse shit? You'll see. There's not worse shit, it's just stuff. There is one dungeon in that game that I just stuttered. There is one dungeon in 14 that actually frightens me. And I've only ever done it once. Aurum Vale? No. It is not Aurum Vale. The Burn. I love the Burn. I've done the Burn one time in my life. Alright, there's stuff down there I actually do want, though, so we have to go back real quick. Yeah, Aurum Vale does have a legacy. It used to be pretty bad. It still kind of is bad if you have someone who pulls really bad, or does a very poor pull. Then it's like kind of bad. You know what? Maybe I don't have to be in here. Maybe we don't have to do this. You know the ogre in the second boss or whatever of Aurum Vale? It's the first or second boss. That guy used to not have telegraphed moves. So there was nothing on the ground that would show up to tell you where not to stand. Why would you not telegraph a strong attack? Old Final Fantasy XIV was a different beast. Now it's a casual game that they make for everyone. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding because it's true, but it's not a problem. Oh, I still haven't done any of the new stuff. I'm still on patch 7.1. Too busy? Yeah, you're pretty busy. You got like life going on. So that's pretty fair. I don't. I'm just lazy. And I guess I'm not really quite done with my hiatus. Bought a house? You told us. Congratulations once again. You came in real quick, said you bought a house, and you left. Which is honestly kind of a power move. Is the game too loud? Volume's fine. I used to have a segment on an MTG podcast named after me for power moves. The legacy continues. I might just fire Aga these guys because I hate ghosts. Good thing I bought all these potions. Is wizards only a thing in Final Fantasy XIV? What do you mean? Is it a challenge people do? I'm sure there's a real challenge for this game that people do specific things, but I just thought it'd be fun if we just did all mages. I'm not really doing any, like, official challenge for this. I know, Oh, I'm sorry. You're asking... You're not asking across the series, you're asking in the game. I'm sure there are challenges in 14, but if you try to do them in a party that is not pre-made with your friends, you will be assassinated socially, I think. People do challenges all the time. They'll do like the ultimate raids without tanks or something. I keep forgetting you're not a fish. I'm sorry. Does this disappoint you? If we get a VTuber model one day, it would definitely be fish aesthetic. Fish? I think it'd have to be fish/librarian aesthetic. Just thought you were a fish. I mean, in real life, I could be anything. Wow, this sword sucks. I came all the way back down here for a sword that's worse than the one I have. A librarian still PS1 model. Yeah, so if you know any artists who do that, let me know, because I want that. I think that would be really fun. I do, but she's on hiatus. Do you think she'd come back from hiatus for a really special boy? Just kidding. We respect artists' time. I know another artist, though. So, as much as we love Pixie and we love her art, that has become the foundation of the identity for the channel. She does not know how to do a VTuber model. Or else she would be doing one. I guess I can't say that for sure. Maybe she wouldn't be. Just kidding? What do you mean, just kidding? Kidding about what? On break and then MIA? No! We're losing artists by the day because of AI. My friend gave me a cool playlist of videos to learn how. Do you think you're gonna learn how? It's a lot of work, that's the thing, and I don't think you have the time for that much work. Too much did happen this summer. What a shitty fucking summer. Except for Japan. Japan was great. Win the lottery for us. I just need one of you to get Queso or Mr. Beast or Germa to promote the channel. So if that's within any of you's power, go for it. Oh my god. Who's Queso? He's just a humongous streamer. I think he's one of the top streamers on Twitch. And he's like he's a very wholesome streamer that got his start like doing a lot of TikTok stuff, and he just like became gigantic. Like he has like 50,000 viewers a night. Japan was largely amazing. Japan was pretty much almost exclusively amazing. I'm so sick of random battles. Can we just leave? My black mage is out of mana. My DPS can't attack. Oh my god, come on. This is incredible. Anything you didn't like about your Japan trip? Tokyo. I think Tokyo is overrated. And I think being in Tokyo in the summer sucks ass. Like, there's so much to do in Tokyo, and there were cool places. Like, when we visited Yokohama, Yokohama was really nice. But there's, like, so much to do, but you have to also remember that you're in, like, the biggest city on Earth. And there's an infinite number of people there at any time. I would definitely go... I would cut the time that we spent in Tokyo in half and move that time to go somewhere else. Alright, we have to go to the desert so we can get a very specific item that's going to make the game way more fun. Ambushed by crocodiles. The Florida experience. I'd like to come up with more challenges to do for games like this, though. I think this is a lot of fun. Those crocodiles give more experience than anything we've encountered in this game. Like, all Wizards game, or like... I know Final Fantasy V has the 4-job fiesta, which might be really fun, but I've never beaten Final Fantasy V, so I don't know if that'd be a good idea. And I was thinking of a challenge run of Dragon Quest III, but I don't know if that game lends itself well to that. I have to look it up and see. If you don't, like, optimize your playthrough of that game, it gets very difficult. But also, the Dragon Quest games have the Draconic Quest, like, features in them where you can, like, artificially inflate the difficulty by turning on modifiers, which I think is very cool, but I'm not sure if that'd be a very interesting game. Alright, we're gonna go rest at the town, and then we gotta go to the desert. We gotta play Dark Cloud 2 as well. We gotta get back to that. Thank you for the hydrate. Gotta go MIA for 10. All right, enjoy. I read that as Mia, and I was like, who's Mia? Not that it's any of my business. Mia could be anyone, and it doesn't matter. I only know Mio. Mio. I was also thinking this would just be purely to, me is me. Whoa! You know each other? This would be purely just selfish, like, play very long game on stream for my own self-gratification. I was thinking about doing a full playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It's a game I've already played and beaten, but, like, I love that game so much that I was like, what if I just did it again? We gotta love the encounter rate in this game. It's so much fun. A Xenoblade Chronicles 1 playthrough on stream, though, would take months of me streaming a lot of it. Any mods to reduce the random encounters? Peak mentioned, peak mentioned. I was also thinking I could stream the DLC for Xenoblade 2, because I've never played it. But I get kind of scared when I think about that, because there are people online that scare me about when, like, you mentioned Xenoblade. And I don't know if I want them to come in and be weird. Not that they would. It's a stupid fear that doesn't make sense. Holy shit. I'm just trying to go to town. But also, what if people judge my playthrough? You're not using the gems right. You're not using the character skills right. Do you even know how to play this game? No. I just hit the buttons. I just use my favorite characters. Imagine if I just faked it. I told you all I'd never played it before and I just faked all my reactions. Actually, that wouldn't even work because I've literally made YouTube videos saying that I've played through them before. I couldn't even get away with that. No, we don't want to play mods on this. We gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Or the challenge wouldn't be the valid, you know? If I modded it to be easier. That wouldn't be fun. Oh, we should buy some more tents and stuff. Since we have a lot of money. Do you think it's weird to be an item shop seller to sell Phoenix Downs, which is an item specifically used to bring people back from the dead? The implications of you selling one to someone? Being like, oh, interesting. You're so mean to Heckcat. What did I do? What? Excuse me? We love mods here? Mods aren't. This is a modless stream. Wonder where they get their stock from. Phoenixes. There's no mods here. You could say whatever you want and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Pixie is not a mod. Yeah, she's a Discord mod, but not a stream mod. I don't think Heckcat checks the Discord out often that much though, so you're probably safe. Oh, my stomach hurts a little. Maybe it's the way I'm sitting. And the heat. Let me check the window fan. So sleepy? It's not even late. I didn't sleep well either. I keep doing this thing where I start dozing off around like 10 to 12, and then I just keep like dozing for an hour, waking up, dozing for an hour, and I did that until 4 in the morning. Well, we got the airship. We're gonna go to a town to the north which sells some cool shit. Is the airship fast travel? It is a form of fast travel. I did not remember that song being annoying like that. This is Guy. Outsiders often call our town the Eye of the Hawk. To our south is an ancient city known as Wing of the Hawk. Okay. I don't know if we can buy anything here, because all the spells are going to be really high level, and we don't... cannot learn the spell. All the spells are too powerful. Maybe the gear. Maybe there's equipment that we can buy that doesn't suck ass. Oh my god. It's so expensive. It is really good, though. The protect ring would be good for everyone. But I don't have a lot of money. They sell one weapon, and it's for a class that we don't even have. So I guess we'll just buy more shit. We can't really equip everyone right now. But we need to equip the most valuable of our members. The front line. Can you sell things? Yeah, but I don't. I mean, we've been getting a lot of money. It's fine. We should be fine for the next dungeon. The next dungeon is where shit's gonna get pretty sick, actually. Because we're about to hit our class change. Do we need to rest at the inn? We should, just to make sure. I don't know if I said this already earlier in the stream, I don't really remember, but we have good news. This week coming up is going to be very nice weather, so I think it means we're going to be able to do some streams all week. I say that, knock on wood, because it's always going to jinx, because this year has been so shit that maybe saying that out loud has just willed it to not happen. But the plan is to do a stream for the majority of the week, because the weather will be really nice, and I'd really like to, because when I don't stream, when I stream like once a week, it makes me really upset because I feel like I'm being a disappointment. So I hope we can do it all week. Hold me to it. We're gonna do it. We'll do it. We can't land in the green. It's too stupid. That's the problem with the airship. You have to have enough place to land. If next week's 100 degrees, I'm quitting forever. Are you kidding me? How do we land here? Whoever's driving this thing has to quit. How do we get here? Do we have to walk? Don't tell me we have to walk. No, you can't even walk that way. Oh, you can take the canoe. Whoever designed this is a fucking sinner. They specifically are like, yeah, you can land here, asshole. Alright. You know I never learned to parallel park? You can't land the cyan? No. I never learned to parallel park because right before my driving instructor was going to have me do it, someone pulled out of their driveway and hit my car. It's actually kind of crazy to get into a car accident on your driving exam because if it's not your fault, the driving instructor can be nothing but on your side. And I remember when I got out to confront the guy who hit my car, he tried to blame me, and the driving instructor, like this is an official from the department, right? Got out of the passenger seat and was like, "No way! hold on a second. And like, I can only imagine being the guy who caused the accident, being like, oh, it's just a kid getting out of his car. And then an official from the DMV gets out. Like, you immediately know, like, you're fucked. Right? I hate driving, though. I wish I lived in a city where I didn't have to drive, or I was making enough income where I could just Uber. I know it's probably not the best use of money, but I think there are just some people on Earth who are not meant to drive, and I'm a good driver, but I don't enjoy it. And it stresses me the fuck out. Like, every time I visit Los Angeles, I'm like, I cannot even imagine learning how to drive here. You have to have, like, some sort of constitution that is beyond what my brain is capable of. I don't want to learn to drive. I like taking the bus and walking. Being in Japan rocked because taking the train felt so fucking good. I hate driving. And yet I do it every day. Not that far though. I don't work too far from home. But like sometimes I think about like if I had a job in Boston, if I had to drive into Boston, I would just be like, no. They're improving the train though. Apparently Massachusetts, they're really working on getting the trains better. Especially because some of the games in the World Cup are going to be held at TD Garden in Boston. Actually, you know what? Driver's Ed wasn't awful. It was just kind of boring. But I didn't get my license until after I graduated college because I moved away. And I didn't have a reason to have a license because I didn't have a car. So I never had to go through driver's ed, like the one where they come and pick you up and take you around. Back at Dad's? Welcome back. Oh, this is an evil little song. We'll do a tent. Did we do a tent already? We'll do another tent. Yeah, I don't like driving. Driving in Massachusetts isn't awful. I know it gets a rap across the country, like massholes, and like they suck at driving. And there are parts of Massachusetts that driving in are kind of miserable. But being in California and seeing the way people drive in Los Angeles, plus just the urban development there, is so fucking, like, I'm shaking my head. I can't even deal. I'm in a very strange place where I pay for a rental for my fiance. We're buying a house, but I still sleep in my dad's house for religious families. Hold on, I'm letting that go through my head for a second. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Did the tents combust after use? Yeah, you just throw it away. You know what I forgot about? Like all the product placement in Final Fantasy 15. Every time the party goes camping, they pull out Coleman tents and shit. I didn't realize that till today. I was watching something on YouTube and like it just had Coleman plastered. Like, why is Coleman sponsoring Final Fantasy 15? You come bearing the crown. Your fortitude cannot be questioned. Very well, I should grant you the right to undergo the trials. Sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find proof of it here. Same reason Monster Energy sponsored Death Stranding. I fucking hate 15. I know. I know you do. I haven't played it in so long. You know, I could have the same opinion as you, I just don't remember. This song feels like it should be good, but it doesn't feel good. It feels kind of weird. It feels kind of icky. It's completely warranted. But if I play through it on stream, you have to be here, right? So we can kind of experience the parts of it that you don't like, and I can immerse myself in the reasons why the game is underwhelming. Because I think there are parts of it that are done well. I just think there are also parts of it that are done very poorly. Could you stop slowing me down? And you're not the only one. I have a very good friend of mine who is a fellow streamer who I wish he would stream more because he keeps telling me he will, and then he won't. He hates 15 as well. Like, to the equivalent level that you do. We're just miserable right here. This is the worst fight ever. You also stream late. My time, wife and kids are demanding. I'm sorry. Sorry. What are you saying? Are you saying you're gonna never come back? My plan... Maybe this is TMI, but it's okay. My plan within the next 6 months or so, or 6 months to a year, I'm saying a year, Pixie's gonna be really mad at me about this, but I'm just saying that, like, to be realistic about the time expectations given finding work and the trajectory of the channel and whatnot. I would like to move to LA. If that happens, streams would obviously be earlier than they usually are. But also, I guess I could just stream on the weekends and do early streams too. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. I'm saying I need to be responsible. I think the most responsible thing you can do is watch the Coffee Beans live stream. I'm not biased. Makes sense why pay rent for 2 plays and learn enough. True. Yo, I hate the idea of moving to LA. Not because I hate the idea of going there, but like, it's such the cliche thing for like a content creator to be like, well, I'm really putting my all into YouTube. I'm gonna go move to LA to expand my horizons and network. Like, it's such a cliche move. Meanwhile, I'm just going. I don't want to meet anyone. It means Pixie would be on stream more, like, audibly. You'd be able to hear her in the background. And if that's not enough reason to come around, I don't know what is. There's always an enemy in front of these stupid fucking treasure chests. Hot take, you are weakening your democratic power by moving to LA. Assuming democracy lasts through the presidential term. Elaborate. Gauntlets. What do gauntlets do? The answer is nothing. Gloves that cast Thundara when used. Okay, that's actually not nothing. That's great. I forgot you could save in the middle of dungeons, by the way. If you're talking about because I'm moving states, LA electoral college is less powerful, vote power ratio is vastly off compared to every smaller state. Counterpoint. If Massachusetts ever goes red, there is nothing I could individually do about it. Because that would be a catastrophic failure of some sort of political maneuvering. Massachusetts is one of the bluest states in the country, in its entirety. There are no red districts in Massachusetts. They would have to fail on a level that is, like, unimaginable to have that problem. You don't know that? You're right. Everything's changed. Every day we get another news story in our little fucking dashboard on Windows that's like, America has failed again. Okay. Nightmare. Actually, I can use the gauntlets I got. I should sell a lot of this shit so I don't have to worry about this. Callie is the bluest? No. There are a lot of... overall it is, given the way districting works in it. But I think per person, if you're talking in that level, Massachusetts is way more blue. Like there is no congressional district in Massachusetts that isn't blue. Put it that way. Sorry, we got a little political for a second. I'm not sorry about that. Fuck that. If you're mad at me because I started talking politics, you can eat my ass. Points at person who's not even there saying anything. Gerrymandering is weird. You know what, like, one of the weirdest... And since you're someone who doesn't live in America, you can maybe enlighten me a little bit on, like, kind of your perspective on politics that is not American. When things happen in your country that is politically, like, involved, does it make sense to you? Do things in your government ever happen where you're like, I don't really understand how we got to that? Or, like, how does that work? Because I feel like American politics consistently are... Things happen that the normal person, even if they're good-natured and have good opinions, don't understand because it's just so fucking inane. Does that make sense? I feel like a lot of times in America, you just have to hear what happens in the news and you're like, okay. What? Can you do that? And the answer is like, no, but no one's gonna stop you. Which is a crazy thing to think about. This treasure chest is empty. Who got here before me? You obtained a rat's tail. Now you might be wondering, what the fuck do you do with the rat's tail? You'll see soon. Let me tell you about the Good Friday Conscience Clause of Northern Ireland. Ooh boy, everyone buckle in. I'm like sitting up for this one. We gotta fight the dragon zombie? I don't think he withstands this. Alright, so apparently one of the treasures you can get from the dragon zombie, and I'm reading it directly from the guidebook, is the Mega Elixir. But because guidebooks of the early 2000s are prone to have spelling errors, the treasure that you can get from the dragon zombie is spelled the MAGA Elixir, as in the political party in America. The MAGA Elixir. Would you drink the MAGA Elixir? I think you guys would stop watching me if I drank it. They also call that the Kool-Aid. Alright, 1 second, I'm just examining the guidebook real quick. We're gonna have to visit the dragon caves now. We can have our version of a bill passed by majority vote in Parliament. But if either majority party objects on a matter of conscience, it is automatically vetoed. We had gay marriage vetoed, reproductive and abortion rights vetoed. See, that's one of the things that, like, if that happened in America, I would just be like, that sounds fucking stupid. Okay, I guess. You know? Like, what are you supposed to say to that? Here's the problem, and this is just in general, I'm talking worldwide, everyone who lives on Earth. We were meant to forage for berries and be in the fields, like, tilling the crops. We're already stretching the limits of our human brains by, like, downloading video games on the PlayStation 5. We are not meant to think about politics 365 days a year. We did have no functioning government for like 3 or 4 years because one major party refused to take their seats over on the run parts in the 90s. I wish we didn't have a functioning government. It would be probably better to have no government at this point. Just get rid of it. Every JRPG I've played shows you that government is wrong. I know better already. You can't fool me. I've been radicalized by Japan. Anyone who played Final Fantasy VII and votes on the right is actually, like, media illiterate. You did not grasp the concept that you were playing a cast of terrorists. The Cash for Ash scandal. I'd love to go to Ireland. I'd love to visit. I'd love to visit Europe. Though I keep hearing news articles about like how Europe is having like some of the worst summers in recorded history. Which kind of scares me. Because I'm already having like one of the worst summers in recorded history from my brain. Oh, sorry, that was a little too on the ocean. We couldn't land there. That was too much. Might have nothing in it. Alright, we don't want to do this one yet. Climate change isn't real. Donald Trump told me that. There's an eco-incentive to stop farmers using fossil oil for farm work, so there were huge subsidies for using eco-fuels, but the subsidy was actually greater than the cost of the fuel, so farmers were setting up burners in barns and printing money. I imagine Northern Ireland is probably just as pleasant as the rest of it. As a tourist, anyway. Those damn American tourists. You have imbibed the MAGA elixir. I'm sorry, I just wanted a sip. It was red. It tasted like cherry. Oh, where are we? Hellfire Chasm? Oh, I don't think I want to be here. Thank you for the thirst, for the hydrate. Yo, look at this, it's a little guy! Once long ago, the Northland was filled with beautiful shrines and towering mechanical castles. So very long ago. Imagine entering the dragon caves and they're just chatting with you. This is what we wish Game of Thrones ended with on Season 8. What is happening? I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, my special Game Boy Advance that I have hooked up. You know what I found though when I was doing like my big game cataloging thing in December with the video? I found my GameCube Game Boy Advance player, the one that you plug into the bottom of it, with the disc that you need to use it. Because for some reason, to use the Game Boy player, you need to plug it into your GameCube, plug in whatever game you're playing from the Game Boy into the slot on the bottom, but your GameCube needs the Game Boy player play disc to put into the GameCube. And if you don't have that, you can't play. And I think it's like the rarest part of the whole system, of like the whole setup. From what I remember, getting the actual equipment isn't hard. Getting the CD to play the equipment is. The GameCube GBA player is the best way to play Game Boy games on a TV. It is. It works really well. That's how I beat Golden Sun back in the day. I plugged it into my CRT TV on my GameCube and I just sat back and played it on the big screen. Okay. Now, sorry, we were doing a lot of looting, but it's time. I need a CRT TV or something to hook up my old consoles to my TV so we can play them. My Super Nintendo and my Nintendo 64 are sitting right over there, and I can't really do anything with them because I don't have the equipment. So for all I know, they might not even work. Don't tell YouTube that. You ready for this? We're about to talk to Bahamut, the King of the Dragons. Long has it been since men of courage stood before me. Your bravery would seem worthy of consideration. The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I shall honor you with titles befitting your valor. So now we are all upgraded. We have our class changes. Red Wizard, Black Wizard, White Wizard, and White Wizard. We now are the wizards. This is now a true wizard playthrough. Which means we can go back and buy all the spells that only wizards can use. The Rat's Tail gave you a full upgrade? Don't even try to think about it. Bahamut is an elder being that surpasses all of our knowledge. Why isn't it just bait in Final Fantasy XIV? Hey, you know, the class system in 14 back in the day was much more complicated because you needed to be level 30 in your primary class and then level 15 in a secondary class to get the quest to upgrade to your job. And different abilities from different classes could be transferred to different classes. So for instance, if you wanted to be a black mage, you needed to level up something else. I forget specifically what it was, because black mages didn't get shorecast by themselves, right? Someone who played back then can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it was black mage or it was white mage. One of the mages wouldn't get shorecast, so you had to level the other class up all the way to get shorecast to put you on the same level as other people. They dramatically fixed that for many years now. I miss cross-class skills. I miss when Final Fantasy was a little more challenging. And I'm not talking about the fights being challenging. I'm talking about learning how to do things being a little more complex. Sure, Castle's White Mage, Black Mage give you Swift Cast. Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, because if you wanted to be a healer, you would need Swift Cast for Raise. Because if you didn't have a Swift Cast Raise, you were already like dramatically nerfed compared to healers that have Swift Cast. So if you wanted to be a healer, you had to level up Black Mage. I read that as Black Lives Matter. They do! Man. Like, I don't want the game to get complicated to the point where it's hard. It's just that, like, what's the point of an MMO without the mystery? You know? And I think that's something that Final Fantasy XIV just really lacks. And I'm sorry, Zan, I'm not trying to put the game down, because I know you're in the middle of it and still having a lot of fun, and there's not... I don't want to, like, remove that from you, because there's still, like, so much good in that game to experience. But, like, I guess, like, I'm old enough to miss the old aesthetic of MMOs having that complexity in them, where, like, there was just so much mystery and things to discover and things to learn, and, like, being excited when you'd come across, like, a treasure box in the world, because you don't know what you're gonna get. Right? Or, like, just like, weird things that you'd discover as you play, or, like, you'd get an item and you wouldn't know. Like, this happens in World of Warcraft all the time. I don't know if it happens nowadays, but it used to. You'd get an item in WoW, and you wouldn't actually know what it does. So you'd have to figure out what it does and how you use it. And it could be, like, this really long, like, mysterious, like, hidden quest line to get you, like, a really rare mount or a really, like, cool weapon or something. And there's just none of that in 14, because the game doesn't really cater to that type of gameplay. And I guess it never really did, but it used to have more complex mechanics where it made you have to interface with the game more. Like being like, okay, to be a good mage, to be a good healer, I have to level Black Mage, because I need to earn Swift Cast. So you'd have to do that, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself that well, but does that make sense? You'd prefer if the game was hard to figure out how to play? I think you just missed when the game was newer and people understood the game less. Yes and no. There is not really any content in Final Fantasy XIV that is mysterious. I think the closest you get to that is when a new raid comes out and the raiders are figuring out how to do the boss. But for people like me, like casual players, there's never any content that you come across naturally from playing the game that you kind of go like, oh, that was unexpected. What do I do with this? Because it's designed to kind of push you forward to the end goal. Like, the game is very much removing a lot of the pushback from systems that pause your gameplay. And I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, I'm just saying I kind of miss that aspect of old MMO-style games. Variant pathways? Yeah, kinda. Just, like, stuff to find. Like, there's classes in Final Fantasy XI that you can't even unlock unless you, like this, isn't it the Summoner or whatever? You can't even play unless you find, like, a Ruby Carbuncle, or the Ruby from a random drop from fighting mods in the overworld that's super rare. And I know, like, it's hard to put that in a modern game because players want to be able to access everything. But, like, the idea that, like, there's a class that you can't play unless you get really lucky with this drop or, like, buy it for a lot of money or something is, like, very interesting to me. The closest I got to that was really early on when I run to level 40 areas when I was on level 20 to get my crafting ingredients. I need to level my crafters further. I think being a new player in Final Fantasy XIV and kind of going through A Realm Reborn and accidentally coming across places where you're like, oh, I shouldn't be here, is some of the most exciting part of that game. Because there's not really limits on that. A Realm Reborn is very connected in a way where like you can accidentally be somewhere you shouldn't be. Classic WoW versus modern WoW is similar though. Sort of. WoW still does retain a lot of mystery. There's always like secrets that they put into the game that like do require a lot of the audience to kind of uncover it together online. But they have, you know, over time shaved off the parts that are kind of Excuse me? Thank you. And that's just a result of modern game design. Players want to interface with the game, and they don't want to be like told that they can't do something because doing that thing is going to take 10 more, 20 more hours of playing a game. And I can't really fault them for that. I'm not like mad about it. It's just, you know, it's just kind of the evolution of the game. And that's just how it is. And I'm not going to sit here and say Final Fantasy XIV is a bad game because of it. I just yearn for more interesting times. I have to clear some of my inventory. We can't even use this. I fondly remember dashing through Cape Westwind and West Danland, and the level 50 enemies with level 20 Gladiator trying to get to the end and see what was at the end, and my heart dropping when one of the doors didn't open. You're like, oh my god, what? But again, I'm not gonna say that the game is bad because of it. It's just like I just miss that part of games, I guess. You know? And there's plenty of single player games that do it, so I'm not like, woe is me, you know. Whoa, I can put cat claws on my fucking wizard? Okay, things have just gotten very cool. Wait, can I? Hold on a second. Okay, he still can't equip shit. he still can't equip anything. Do you wish more of the expansions were like A Realm Reborn? Kinda. The expansions are very linear. I will say that without spoiling what's coming next. But the expansions are very much designed and emphasized around the story, which is consistently great. But until the story says that you can go somewhere, you cannot go there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's just my Game Boy Advance. So there's really not like that experience you just shared in the expansions. At least I can't think of it. I don't know if I want break. Shadowbringers, Shadowbringer. I was really excited. I think Stormblood is still one of my favorite expansions. I mean, Shadowbringers is perfect, but I think Stormblood is really cool. Thank you for the posture check. Are later area expansions more directly tied to MSQ and aren't like Era where you can just go to Mordona in the beginning? Yes. Later expansions are entirely tied to MSQ. And I'm not saying that as a negative. Because after you finish the story in an expansion, you have access to everything, like all the zones and stuff, but the exploration part of Final Fantasy XIV does not lie in the main story. How much money do I have? We need to buy a bottled fairy. In the desert caravan. Which means we have to land probably not here. Oh, we can. Well, that's all my money. Ooh, why am I sweating? Hold on a second. You want to take a pee break? You want to take a quick pee break? I want to run an ad. I'll be right back. Are we back? Pee break over. I never left. Oh, you're so good to me. Oh gosh, I am tired. Ooh. I'm just keeping the stream up while I do MSQ. I know, I better make the most of it while you're still in a Realm Reborn, because as soon as you get to Heavensward, you're gonna turn the stream off because it's gonna be too interesting. Doesn't later MSQ still make you do busy work? Yeah, but the story's so much more interesting. Alright, we need to... I went to lay down for a bit. I've been up the whole time on Reels. Are you TikToking? We don't even really have enough money for the inn. We are fucking poor. Whoa, don't look at that. YouTube. I am an ARR defender. It is interesting, just passive ways rather than active. I am also an ARR defender. When I make new characters in Final Fantasy XIV, going through ARR again, like, kind of feels special in a way that the rest of the game doesn't. I don't really know how to describe that. Terrible VA? No, we just changed the VA to a different language. Other than the busy work and terrible voice acting, I'm liking ARR. It's at best passable and at worst ruining the impact of scenes. There's going to be a quest after ARR where all of the voice actors change and you're going to be like, huh? Well, what happened? I never hated the English VA in A Realm Reborn, but you have to admit that it's so much better now. You're the ones who rescued me from the bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was so scared. I'll get you some ox ale from the bottom of the spring to make up for it. Gotta go to the waterfall cap. Air will float over the water for as long as you have it. Yippee! Can I leave the town this way? Yes. I gotta walk? They really make the airship a little useless, huh? I'm gonna actually be lazy and park it as close to the forest as I can, because I don't care. I should be able to get to my items better now, right? My gauntlets? The airship feels like fast travel on Earthbound, where its restriction is how it can be used in physical space. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it does let you pretty much revisit every area in the game. Just, you know, I will accept anything that makes the random encounters go down, though, for longer than 5 seconds. My legacy member, my opinion holds more. I'm a legacy member, my opinion holds more, right? True. They should give Legacy members like an emote to make it very apparent that you're better than everyone else. Or like, maybe this is dumb, but you know how you get a mark on the back of your neck? Why don't they put it why don't you get to choose where it goes? Like, what if you put it on your hand, like on your wrist? The back of your hand or something? I want it between my boobs. Yeah, exactly. Just like Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. Mine would be on my forehead, if I had one. I have a forehead, I'm talking about the mark. You know what, now I can just use these items I have to do stuff for free. Truly the best Final Fantasy 13. Would you prefer I play 13 or 15? Would you prefer I play 2 or 15? Easy? I like 13. What the hell? I thought we knew each other. No, I'm being unfair. I haven't played 13 since I was like 16 years old. I should give it another chance. How much is it on Steam? It is 2 is 1 rank higher than 15 on my list. But what did 15 do that hurt you so bad that 2 is higher? That's incredible. I don't want to replay 13. I want to replay 13 too. It would be like a new playthrough for me though, because it's been so long. Like, it's been long enough where, like, I could play through it again and be like, oh, maybe I didn't get this back in the day. 13 on PC is buggy. There are mods that fix it. Wow, another classic Square Enix game that they released on Steam that doesn't work. Anyone remember Nier Automata? Or Final Fantasy X, for that matter? Jesus Christ, getting that game to work to stream was such a miserable experience. You play Bethesda games, you have no right to speak ill. I'm not defending Bethesda games. I'm not Bethesda. Did I say Bethesda? Bethesda. I'm not defending them. They're shit too. But it's easier to mod Oblivion than it is to mod Final Fantasy X. That's just a fact. Remember when we were in the hotel room and I had to give Pixie an idea to do art? Is that what she has to do with you right now? Like, tell you specifically an idea to just get you going? Oh my god, every single fucking step I take is another step where the game screams because there's more enemies to fight. I remember when I bullied you into reading poetry. I still think about that sometimes. It was so stupid. I still feel like embarrassed about that. I don't care if I don't have to. I still feel so embarrassed. I have it on video. Wow, that's something I didn't know about that I wish I knew about. I hate that a lot. Remember when I bullied you into reading Finnegan's Wake? I read one page and I was like, if I continue to do this, I might actually go insane. My boss actually asked me, she was like, what are you reading? And I said, someone told me to read Finnegan's Wake. And she looked at me and she was like, good luck. The wizard's staff has been obtained. It casts Confuse when used. A thing I will never use. The Defender, is that a shield? It wouldn't matter, I can't use that. Onrak, which is a town to the south. If I ever get here, okay, here's my promise. I don't know why I'm saying this could backfire spectacularly. Maybe not. Who knows? Whichever one comes first. 20,000 subscribers on YouTube or 5,000 followers on Twitch. I will post the link to my published novel to the public. For you to do with what you please. Thank you for the hydrate. At 5K, we released the bully video. At 6K, you can release the video of me being whapped. You being whapped? The first time I ever took an edible was in the company of Pixie. And, I didn't know specifically what an edible did, and the person who gave it to me didn't know what an edible did, or didn't know that I didn't know what an edible did. So I took an edible that was extraordinarily massive. Wet ass pussy, yes, that was the name of the edible. So I took it, and it was like something like 50 milligrams or something. And I was high for like 36 hours straight. We thought you were done for. I literally asked if anyone had died from this before. I literally asked if anyone had died from, like, marijuana. I was so fucked up. And when we went to lunch the next day, I was still coming down from it. Like, I still felt like I was floating around. I thought there was a video. Oh, but you took a video of me reading my deepest, darkest secrets out of my poetry book. But you didn't take a video about me, a vegetable on the couch? I drew you melted. You did draw me melted into the couch. I was so fucked up. Totally legal though, by the way. It was California, super legal. No one can tell me I couldn't do that if I didn't want to. I think the nightmares might not be weak to fire. It's just a hunch that I'm getting from casting one of the most powerful spells in the game and it doing 0 damage. And I've never done another one again since, because I've been too afraid. So if I were to do one, it would be like one that was minuscule. I wouldn't want to feel anything. The dose could have been lessened. The dose needed to be like 1/6 of what they gave me. Make a goal and you're thrown to buy edibles? That would... I think that's a little far. That might be too much, unfortunately. How are mummies weak to fire if they live in Egypt, which is the land of fire? Heat, not fire. It's like the same thing. I didn't want to run, but watch. This one guy, because he's running, is going to get us to escape. Bandage burn? You'd think they'd be immune. Watch this, he's gonna run. Fuck you. I hate you. I knew it. But now, I'm gonna try and run from the horses. Watch this. Okay, I was about to yell. This is a Joker game. This is a game for jokers. Can I tent while I'm on a canoe? Has anyone ever tried? Am I the first? I think we have to go down the river. Canoe? I'm on a canoe. You said you'd take a break before Left 4 Dead? I can't remember. When's that? I don't know if I'm going to stream that. I might. We'll see. Build a base on your canoe before you did in Subnautica. I've been streaming for a little while. I kind of got distracted. The last like couple weeks of streams have been going way longer than I usually do. It just goes to show you how much fun I've been having. Can I go in the well? More spells that I can't afford. Is it raining out? Nah, probably not. This is not a great... Raises casters' attack and accuracy, but why would I want to raise the attack of the Black Mage? And it's only a Black Mage spell, which kind of sucks. Don't you want DPS to have even more attack power? I don't know if I want to buff the strength of my my wizard. The Rosetta Stone. 300 gold for one stay. You gotta be kidding me. What is this, in Tokyo? I was going to stop here, but I do have a dungeon coming up, and I believe it is the third major dungeon. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's do the Sunken Temple. You have Oxiel. You are the ones we've been waiting for. Please save the mermaids. We gotta go save the mermaids. And she's gone. The Sunken Temple of Karn, sort of. Temple of Karn, hi birds, let's go! We have one brain cell in chat right now, and it's all connected to one video game. I do not have the brain cell presently. There's a lot of sharks. This ain't the Sunken Temple. This is the one in the water. This is Atlantis. This is the real Sunken Temple. $666 gil evil temple. There's actually money in here. We should go back and buy those claws for the wizard though, at some point because they're really good. Our white wizards are so worthless. They're just here to, like, support, just in case. As long as we have MP, we can do that forever. Just a couple sea snakes. White wizards scare me. No, they took off the hat. See, they knew that they couldn't get away with the hat, so they took it off. Replace a white wizard for a red one? I can't. Once you pick your characters at the beginning of the game, they're locked in for life. You get one job in this life, and it's the one you start with at birth. Assigned job at birth. I don't think I'd want to be a red wizard, though. I think that limits your options. That's a tornado. Would you want a white or black? I think I'd want to be a black mage. I'm pretty wizard pilled. Now we have to wait for all these guys to attack again, which is going to be really fun. A jar of ice and fire. You think George R. R. Martin's ever going to finish Game of Thrones? No, maybe he'll die before that. Oh, that was pretty blunt. Do you really want Brandon Sanderson to finish it? I don't think he has the stuff. I don't think Brando Sando could finish Game of Thrones. Every time I see someone online who's a defender of Season 8 of Game of Thrones, I'm like, Are you sure this is the way you want to do this? This is the hill you want to die on? Hello, East Falador Strangler. Welcome in. Thank you for the daily tax. Welcome. I like Branderson a lot, but he doesn't write the Game of Thrones way. Yeah, he wouldn't do... I don't think he would do it justice. It's just a very different style to the way that he writes. No, I've only read the Mistborn trilogy, so I don't have the full Brando Sando discography. But from what I've read, I do not think it would be. I just don't think it would be a good match. I got a little tired of how George was writing. Yeah, me too. It's 1,000 pages. I want an egg Sando. Sounds good. Diamond armor? Who want to bet that fucking Elaine can't wear it? Is there a bug on me? No, that's just my arm was twitching. I only read manga anymore anyway. Brandon should finish Rothfuss's stupid trilogy. He's too busy playing Dungeons and Dragons. Rothfuss is. He can't write anymore because he's playing too hard. Which on one level I do get. I mean, sometimes you just want to play Dungeons and Dragons. That's not true, actually. fuck Wizards of the Coast. I don't think they're going to sponsor me, so I can say that. Now, if you were willing, Wizards, if you were willing to give me like 4 booster boxes of the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set, I will retract all the bad things I've said about you. And I will open them on stream. And I will pretend like you've done nothing wrong. Try Fabula Ultima. Ambushed by sharks. This is the plot of Jaws. Some worker was on speed dial with the CEO and a spoon, as you said, the secretary. What? I don't understand what you just said to me. Am I dumb? I don't think I can discern. I can't decipher what you just said. As soon as you said that, the secretary said CEO office and the employee said sign. Never mind. Oh, I get what you're saying. No, no, no. I promise, Wizards, if you're listening, I just need like 5 booster boxes. And I will never say anything bad about you again. Please. I'm dying here. I need my cardboard crack. They test your loyalty by making you take a sponsorship from Honey or BetterHelp. I don't think Honey's still in business. Didn't they kind of get discovered to just be criminal? Alright guys, today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. You better help me get up to 10,000 YouTube subscribers and we'll be halfway to the way to showing my whopped face on stream. I am not a liability. I think any business would be lucky to have me as a sponsor. I used psychology today. Which actually worked out pretty well. It just sucks. Like, we all go through life just trying to find the best deals and find these, like, companies that are supposed to make our lives easier or just, like, be beneficial. And then over half of them are just, like, there to steal your information and give it to Vladimir Putin or something. Like, it's so hard to just be alive in 2025. I got an email that GameStop was being sued or something, and they reached a class action settlement. And so I didn't get the chance to fill out my thing because apparently I was affected by this class action. And because the website was down, I went to the email to go fill it out a couple days ago. And then I was looking it up because I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Do you know what you got if you filled in your information? You would get $5 or a $10 GameStop credit from this class action. What's the fucking point? As if I'm gonna go back to GameStop. Like, thanks for the $5. I can buy myself a medium Dunkin's coffee. Can anyone wear this armlet? Oh my god. Nintendo did the same thing when they got a lawsuit in the 80s. They sent rebates to consumers as $5 gift cards. Incredible. Seeing as you don't need the $5, gonna have $5, I'd be more than happy to send it to you, but I didn't fill out the class action because the fucking website was down. So I don't even have $5 to give. I was scammed out of the money. If you're watching a Twitch stream, you have $5, because if you don't, you should be working. I guess. Are you saying that poor people can't watch my stream? This is like a poor paradise. I'm quoting that one streamer. No, I know exactly who you're quoting. Guys, if you are in my chat right now and you haven't given me like $100, what are you doing? Aren't you entertained? Aren't you entertained by this pink cat girl playing a Final Fantasy game? Why do you deserve the money more than me? Sorry, I should stop because it'll start sounding like I'm being serious. Mermaid. First, I don't think she was playing games. She was just chatting. Yeah, just vibing. That one streamer said all our viewers should have $5 for a sub, and if they don't, they should be working. And this was during the pandemic. Well, don't they? Doesn't she know they all spent it on Animal Crossing? Idiot. Is she still streaming? Imagine someone telling you that, like, straight up, like someone you're a huge fan of. And you're still giving them money. I shouldn't actually, like, engage with this line of thinking because I don't know who this person is and I shouldn't criticize them based off of just, I should keep it deja vu here, but, like, that's crazy. If you can't afford to subscribe to the Coffee Beans YouTube channel, that's okay. You wanna know why? Because I don't fucking care. Do I like subscriptions? Yeah, they're great. Do I like you being in my chat more? Yes. That's probably more important. Ribbon. Whoa. What do you mean, whoa? Whoa, what? Did I say something bad? Reading about this person? You'd never experience that sort of hatred on the Coffee Beans Twitch channel. In fact, I've never even banned someone before. May I be first? Why? Why do you want to get banned from my channel so bad? Are you sick of me already? It's only been like a year and a couple months. I've seen you ban people though. Maybe spammers, not real people. I've never banned a real person. I'm gonna make you a mod one day, and you're just gonna you're gonna be like, I can't ban myself, and this is just a cycle. So robophobic. I think we have to stop using Clanker. There's too many white people who are co-opting it because they just really want to be able to say a slur out loud. I think they're just like too excited that like they have an opportunity to say something that isn't real, but what they really want to say is something that's real. Which is not Daijobu. It's actually the opposite. It's better than them saying the real thing. Yeah, it is, technically, but I think when you... I saw TikToks of people being like, coming up with slurs for robots, and I'm like, the reason why Clanker is funny is because it's a word used in a Star Wars television show, and like, given the context, it's very silly and funny that Jar Jar Binks or whoever like used a slur against a robot. But when people are like coming up with like real, quote, real slurs for robots, is like, why do you want to say slurs so bad? That was the British guy with the mustache, okay. Have people do heroin in a safe place. That's why you gotta put the needle boxes in the bathroom. Are we complaining why people want to say slurs to addictions to hardcore drugs? I don't know. My clean needle clinic wasn't a joke. What? What joke? I'm so confused. I was thinking about the bathrooms at the library. We had to put the boxes in the bathrooms a few years ago. They weren't there originally, but we had to put them in because there was reports of people going in and actually using drugs in the bathrooms. And like, it's just interesting because when you're not thinking about like just the whole concept of drug use and like keeping the people who do it safe because it's a dangerous thing, your first thought isn't to be like, we should make it safer for them to do it, until like that's the thing that you have to do, and it's like, oh, it actually makes a lot of sense because you don't want people like dying, right? It's just like one of those things you don't think about until you're like managing a building or like having to deal with the situation. You're like, oh, it actually makes a lot of sense that that's the thing that we have to do. Would you rather have corpse and dirty needles? No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing. It's a good thing. It's just not something you think about because it's not if you're not someone who's involved in that world, it's not something you have to process in your brain until it comes time to process it, and you're like, oh yeah. Because if you're just a normal person and you're just like, yeah, people who use drugs are like dirty or whatever, right? And that's not what I think. But like, you know, people think that. Their first thought isn't we need to make it safer for them to do it. Their first thought is we need to fucking stop these people from doing it. But that's a losing battle because you can't stop them. You just have to make it safe so they can get to the point where they, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I don't have to explain it. We're leaving the dungeon for a second just so I can go rest. Oh my god, I didn't realize Still was about to die. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Every single snake. There's always so much more to learn. And when in being able to check your privilege. I think that's probably one of the greatest lessons you learn working in a library, to be honest. There's always something else to learn. I mean, I ain't talking about the books, but I'm also talking about the books. Right at the ladder, you gotta be kidding me. It's alright, we're almost done. We're halfway through the dungeon. Probably. Librarian opinion time, laminating book covers. Are you asking my opinion on laminating covers? You could learn about that in the books, it's true. I saw a TikTok of a guy being like, what's the difference between a library of books that you haven't read and a backlog of games that you haven't played? If you read all the books in a library, that means there's no reason to ever go back to the library because you did everything. That negates the purpose, right? So if you have a backlog of games you haven't played yet, that's not a bad thing because it means you have this huge pile of things that you still have to do, which should be exciting. Should we laminate book covers? No. Should you laminate your personal book covers at home? No. Unless you're like a freak. Like a neat freak. You don't need to. I guess you could if you want to. But you need binding tape as well, like the binding tape they use, because normal tape will just fail eventually. I'm a little biased because I hate laminating books. It's kind of annoying. This game of Dragon Warrior 1 gave me my love for the traditional turn-based RPG decades ago. Hell yeah, let's go. Also, welcome in. Yeah, Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3 back in the day were like some of my favorite games. I have very fond memories of playing, especially through Dragon Warrior 3 on the Game Boy. I was a little too young to play it on the Super Nintendo, or was it the NES? I don't remember. If it was the NES, I was definitely too young because I wasn't born. When did Dragon Quest III come out? The NES? Yeah, I'm not that old. Yeah, there's literally no reason to laminate your books unless you don't take care of them. Because that's what the book sleeve is for. It's to protect the book. You don't need to protect the book sleeve to protect the book unless you're like really worried that the book is going somewhere. Though I see so many laminated books nowadays because I work with them that whenever I look at a book at home and I notice that it's not laminated, it feels wrong. If the book already has a cover, I don't see the need to double wrap it. It's really up to personal preference, I guess. But I would say there's no need. You don't have to do that. I guess it'd be easy to do it. It's not actually a laminate. It's like it's a cover. So you don't use a machine, you do it by hand. I didn't want to use the Great Helm. That actually won't do anything. I hate laminating books, though. If I have to do a book at work that is not already covered by the distributor, it pisses me off so bad. Because it's time consuming and it's just annoying. Thank you for the hydrate. A lot of money. Big spender. Where are we? 8. We're almost there. We just have a couple more rooms to go and some more loot. And I believe some of the loot is actually, like, pretty valuable. So we want to make sure to grab it. Water elemental, and it's just a tornado. Next time a hurricane's about to hit the coast, I'm gonna point at it and go, "It's a water elemental!" Not like a ball of water in 14. I am stupid. I forgot to pick it up. Nerd? Whatever. This is the nerd that you have to deal with, so who's the loser here? You could just point at the sun rising and falling and be like, it's just like Time Mechanics and Death Stranding 2. It's so true. I saw this in a video game. It's called Time. I think Pixie would break up with me. He'd be like, shut up. Fucking idiot. Did I tell you, though, I had like one of the worst experiences of my life mentally when we went to Tokyo and we were in Shibuya and I looked to Pixie and I fucking legitimately was like, I hate that I'm about to say this to you, but I played Persona 5. I know exactly how to get around. And the worst part was I was correct. I'm too far gone already, yeah. I haven't left the house in like 2 months. I believe the Giant's Gloves is actually, like, really good because they cast Saber, which is the thing that could only be learned by black wizards, but now that I have the gloves, anyone can use the gloves, which means the red mage can use the gloves. to buff himself, which is pretty sick. It's okay though, it was the only time that happened in Japan. The rest of it, Pixie was the one who was guiding me around. It was only in Shibuya, because I played Persona, like 400 hours of Persona 5. So basically I was kind of more experienced than she was when it came to that area. I basically lived there. Doesn't P5 only have the main street in Shibuya? Yeah, but when you come out of the station next to Hachiko, it's exactly the same as the game. There's the station, and then there's the little spot where you buy the scratch cards from the game. And then there's Hachiko, and then there's the smoking section, and then there's the street off in the distance. Bro legit knows the subway layout from Persona 5 is worse than I thought. And you shut your mouth. I hope that my time with Digimon Cyber Sleuth has taught me Nakano Broadway. Probably. I keep seeing videos of the new Digimon, like, is it called Time Stranger? Is that what the name of it is? I keep seeing little clips of that. That game looks really fun. I need to get back to the Digimon grind on stream. Time Stranger is the new one. I guess I never posted the Digimon World 1 playthrough. I don't think I have all of it though. I think there is a period of time where I stopped downloading the Twitch VODs because I wasn't streaming on YouTube at the same time. So I'm not sure I have all of the Digimon playthrough on my hard drive. That was a good playthrough though. That was a really fun game. And it was also kind of the kickstart of like this Twitch channel. So it was a lot of fun. There was some very good moments in that game. And it was also the first time I'd ever beaten it. Like a game from my childhood that I couldn't beat when I was a kid. That I finally was able to finish. I don't want... This is one of the worst parts of original Final Fantasy games, the tiles that I guarantee an encounter. Especially after you've already stepped on them. Do you think the same people feel the same way about, like, when they play GTA 5 and they're driving through Los Santos? They're like, oh yeah, I know like, I basically know the layout of the entirety of the Los Angeles, like, greater area, because I played GTA 5. Do you think there are people who, like, do that? The weebs of America? What do you call an American weeb? There are people who can navigate Florence because they played Assassin's Creed. Oh, I don't want to say that out loud. Oh, so true. People who played Red Dead Redemption 2 and they're like, ah, the countryside. I recognize this boulder. I think we have to go around. Alright, you ready? This is the next major boss in the game. Y'all ready for this? You humans do impress. I would not have thought to see you here. But do you really think you can defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb. It's actually pretty bright here. This is me, how I feel after I eat like half of a pizza. Half a slice or half a whole? I'm talking 4 slices of like a 16-inch. Oh! A pie? Don't they say that in Chicago? A deep dish. Chicago pizza. Our resident Chicagoian is not here to tell us that we're wrong, though. $14 hits, that's crazy. Alright, we win. We're kind of busted. You know what's kind of crazy? I know like there's like the Chicago and like the New York like battle like of pizza, like they're the fucking Red Sox and the Yankees. But what if both of them are wrong? It's just pizza. Yeah, it's just like I mean, so you can have a really good pizza and you can have really bad pizza, but even bad pizza is typically fine. What pizza do you prefer if not New York slice or Chicago deep dish? What can you define a New York slice of pizza though? Because I've been to New York City like many times, and I don't think I could tell you the difference. There's a place in LA that me and Pixie go to that do like square slices of pizza. That's really good. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. I think I'm done. Should we raid someone? I'm kind of nervous. Rainey's doing Dog Fiesta. Oh, she's at the end of the game. Do you care about Final Fantasy V spoilers? Lainey's always a super great person to raid because her streams are very comfy and very nice. And she also loves Final Fantasy. So, yeah, I'll raid her. Have a great night, everyone. I'm going to spend the rest of my weekend not worrying about things. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Thank you for the hydrate. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll see you Monday and on Discord.